Okay, so you went to jail at 19 for burglary and possession of a firearm?
I went to jail when I was 17 for burglary and possession of a firearm.
Okay.
And then when I was
2020.
2020, that was when I was 19, and that was a possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and armed possession of marijuana over 20 grams.
Damn. Where were you?
Driving in the car with this dumbass little girl.
Oh, I was gonna say what state, because marijuana's legal
I was
now.
in Florida.
Oh, okay.
I don't got no history nowhere else but Florida.
Got you.
That's why I ain't never in Florida. I ain't playing with them people.
So then 2021, you got arrested again?
Yeah, 2020.
2020, got
Yeah,
you.
so in 2020, so like why that 20, really both of them was in 2020. So I was 19 because the first one happened in January 2020, I was 19. So that's when I got charged with possession of firearm by convicted felon. Because after I had been convicted at 17, I already was like, my firearm privileges is revoked. You feel me? So like shit, when I was 19, 2020, I got possession of firearm by convicted felon, armed possession of marijuana over 20 grams. And then that September of that same year, I got arrested again, and it was just another possession of firearm by convicted felon and armed possession of marijuana, armed possession of cocaine, armed possession of controls, like a whole bunch of them, you feel me? Like everything you could think of probably. So that just doubled up because at the same time, I had both of them cases open. So now when I'm in court, they ain't trying to give me no bond because I just technically violated the other bond, and then they just ain't fucking with me, man. I'm in there now.
How is your mental health during all this? Because you get out and then having to go back in, like, how is your mental health?
It be like, damn. But at the same time, if you were at the same time, if you a real nigga, like if you realistic, that shit don't make you feel no way because it's hard to be mad at yourself. So it really ain't falling on nobody but yourself because you really, like, you in this bit dolo, you feel me? Like, we got free will, like, so you don't really be thinking too much. But mental health wise, as far as like when you in there, you just get conditioned, like, click that shit, turn that shit back on, you get conditioned, like, go for nothing.
What would you say was the hardest adjustment behind bars?
The hardest adjustment behind bars to me is when it comes to stuff like showering and shitting. You feel me?
Damn.
Them is like your most like, them is that shit you take for granted. And then like, bruh, it's small adjustments behind bars that people don't understand how much it affect you in your life. Like hot food, hot water, cold juice. You feel me? Like, you don't really got that type of shit. You don't got the ability to just make your food warm or cold as you please. You feel me? I might only get cold water out my tap. Nigga next door might only get hot water. So when them doors closed and we locked in that bit, both of us wish we was in the other room, you feel me? Cause I'm trying to cook and he trying to make some Kool-Aid type shit. So it's just like, but it's crazy the type of shit that we able to do. Like take an empty shampoo bottle, wash it out real good, and then now I'm filling up cold water over here, and I know how to tie the sheet around it and slide it next door to his door. He get it, tie it back, slide it back. You feel me? Like everybody in there, like we getting right. But I would say the biggest adjustment was definitely like showering in them type of conditions, like with all them people here, because at the end of the day, especially when you in prison, you in position sometime where they not changing your laundry for 4, 5, 6 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just not coming to the dorm, like, changing your laundry, and y'all only got 2 pair of drawers because that's all they give you. You know what I'm saying? Or some type of shit like that. So you in a position where all of that all of that ego shit, all that pride shit, all that, oh, I'm not finna get in the shower with nobody else shit, like, that shit really dead because it's 30, 40 grown men who saying, bitch, I'm taking me one, you feel me? So, bitch, what you gonna wait to the end till you can't? But it's like, I don't know, it's just a judgment, like, you gotta grow up, you gotta be like, shit, we gonna be mature about this shit, you feel me? I know what I'm on, and shit, if somebody got out of line, I'm gonna just correct the shit. Like, you got,
For
it's
sure.
just like statements like that, you feel me? Like, even
For
my girl get on me because, especially when I first came on, because I'm goddamn walking around the house, like, in the bathroom and shit, I put my slides on. Shit like that, you feel me? Like, little shit like that. Like,
That's
I don't like
funny as
having shit,
hell.
I don't like having my flow, I mean, like, the cold flow, like, on my feet and shit. Like, it always it feel dirty.
That's funny. I actually, going back to the food, I interviewed Freeway Rick Ross. You know, he spent 20 years. He said all he ate was oatmeal and peanut butter.
That boy big as fuck, I know he is. Oatmeal and peanut butter, niggas be getting big off that.
Well, I think Freeway Rick Ross, he was like vegan or some shit. Yeah,
Oh.
that's why.
I can go for that.
Did you have a go-to?
A go-to? Hell yeah. My go-to for real, like, me and Queso used to whip up some shit. We call that bit, what we call that bit? Oh, we call that bit seafood. We call that bit like a seafood tray, right? So we take that bit, we bust down some spicy chicken noodles, put them bitches in like a styrofoam tray, like a to-go tray. Bust
my
them
God.
down, cook them, bust them down, put them in there. Goddamn, take like some mackerel fish, mush up the bag, put that in there, mix it up, and put like 2-3 mayos in there, and then just grab that bit and just shake up the whole box.
I seen your video on Instagram doing that shit.
Nah, but see, that was some different shit. But I be knowing
okay.
I know how to make so much shit. Like, but I done seen niggas make like, no funny shit. For Thanksgiving, we made a pizza, a big ass pizza. I'm talking about fed 20, 30 niggas. We made a big ass
Wow.
pizza. We done made big ass, long ass burritos, like all type of shit. But niggas really in that bit making the best out of the shit. So that's how I be feeling out here. That's why I don't really stress about shit, cause I feel like we could be in that position and be like in that bit, like really like, I ain't even flexing, like real deal having fun damn near, like not even thinking
Right.
about this shit. Then it ain't really nothing in the world that could really have you feeling like you fucked up out here.
Facts. Yeah. And I just feel like, just even speaking with you now, I just feel like you have such good energy, and I just, we appreciate that.
Yeah, I be
Like,
hanging good.
Just being able to like find the positives in the situation.
Yeah, cause I feel like people be focused on the negative too much. Like, bro, like when you in the nigga ill with that negative shit, like just imagine, watch this, imagine how much slower 20 sad minutes pass than 20 glad minutes.
Right.
Like, damn, you feel me? 20 minutes, while you happy as fuck, that shit fly. You be like, damn, already? 20 minutes while you sad?
Right.
But so shit, I just always kept a positive outlook, cause especially with what my homeboys going through and just people that I was encountering, it always give you a sense of like, bro, this shit could be worse. You feel me? Like, this shit ain't even that, bro. Even down to like, we all just keep that positive outlook on life, cause like, bro, you always get like another chance, you feel me? Or you always do it until you don't.
We gotta talk about just the fact that you were supposed to get 9 years. What was going through your head when that happened? Like,
Shit.
I would be like,
it wasn't nothing going through my head. By the time that we got to throwing numbers around and shit, I was already like in the box by myself. So I had already been by myself for like a while. So at that point, I'm telling myself like, I don't care. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I'm at the, imagine like, bruh, they done threw me away by then. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like they done threw me away by then. I'm feeling like I'm in the bottom of the ocean, in the darkest little crack. Ain't nobody never gonna find a nigga here, like, fuck that shit. So I'm in that bit chilling, and I'm just maintaining, like, she sending shit for me to talk to me and shit, and I'm just like, I'm not even trying to hear that shit. Like, I had already told my lawyer, I had got on the phone. Whenever I get on the phone, I tell my managers, I tell my man, I tell anybody that I'm talking to, like, bruh, fuck it. Like, I'm willing to take it to the door. Like, if they trying to give me
Wow.
anything over, like, if they trying to give me anything over 3 years, like, they gotta give me that shit.
Right.
And that's just something that I stand on. That's just principle. But I stand on, like, a lot of niggas go into jail with this open mindset, like, oh, da-da-da-da, this 10 don't sound that bad because I know I such and such. Bitch, I ain't did shit. So whatever you talking about, I don't know, all that. People be trying to reason with they stuff shit. I ain't did nothing, bro. I'm ready to go home. And if not, bitch, I ain't taking nothing over 3 years unless you give it to me. That's how I
Right.
felt. Like, that's what my mind was. You got to give it to me. I ain't taking it.
You said they tried to trick you, but they didn't have enough evidence?
Yeah, they be trying to finesse. They be saying weird shit like, oh, we got this video. Sees video, that bit be like 100 yards away looking like Minecraft. You feel me? Like, who the fuck is that?
Wow.
Crazy ass video, weak ass video, man. That be them folks, bro. They be hating. They be at the house and shit, thinking about you and shit. You in jail. I'm in jail eating a good brick, smiling, telling ghetto stories on the vent with my dog. Shorty at the house trying to figure out how she finna fumble the ball next week in court.
Right. Real quick, just we're gonna move on past this. But, I think you got in what, 3 fights when you were in jail?
Yeah, I fought a couple times, but that shit wasn't nothing. That shit be patty cake. It really, like, that shit really was like on some shit, like, anytime that I had fought, it was always on some, like, somebody else be trying to prove themselves, or like somebody, like, people be living with them egos, so people don't be knowing when to, like, let some shit go, you know what I'm saying? Like I done got into an altercation because I'm on a video chat with a girl. So obviously, like, the type of environment we in, like, you don't really be wanting people like all in your video. You feel me? Cause they be looking at her. Sometimes she got on something nice she wanna show you or some shit. People be all in the background looking at you and shit, you feel me? So it's like, first nigga linked in, it was like, GMK, what time it is? So I'm like, yeah, bro, it's 6, whatever, you feel me? Boom. Second nigga walk right after him, like not even 30 seconds, lean in. Hey, GMK, what time it is? So I'm like, bro, what the fuck y'all got going on? I'm like, jit, but now I'm heated, but I ain't really thinking right, you feel me? I'm not thinking like these the only tablets we got access to. I'm thinking like, shit, it's a girl on that bit, what y'all got going on? So I snapped that, bro, like, shit, go check, bro, shit, like, get from around. I'm telling you, man, like, shit escalate so quick, cause now I'm chilling on the phone with the girl, still 2 minutes walk by. Brother went to the room, put on his shoe, walked by. Brother leaned up by me right here while I'm on the phone. He like, yeah, bro, when you get off that bit, bro, just tighten up. So by then, you feel me? It's like, shit, fuck it. Like, that just be how quick that shit can escalate shit. But that shit always be people with their ego, like, oh, don't raise your voice at me, yo, such and such. But once you get to, like, that's more like county problems. Like, all them fights was in the county. I ain't getting no fights in prison. Prison like I wouldn't say a better environment, because it's a lot more, like, critical, your moves and shit. But I would say that it's, like, if you know how to conduct yourself, you'll survive a lot longer in prison than you will in the county. Like, in the county, it's more like, it don't matter how you conducting yourself. Like, we finna try your ass in that bitch. You feel me? Shit like that.
Right.
In prison, everybody got their shit going on. They got their time. Everybody got their own story and their own, where they came from, what led them here, and what's on their mind every day. You know what I'm saying? What get them through it. So people just focused on they end date, because by now everything's set in stone. Everybody know what they got to accomplish, and everybody just coexisting and reaching where they trying to be.